So hey guys, welcome back. I wanted to show you a little bit of a tour in my studio, and I figured this is the perfect time to show you the Pilotfly H1 Plus. So it's the Sony A7S with the Sony 10 to 18mm lens. The camera is being used in crop mode with the lens stabilizer turned off. So the only stabilization that you're actually seeing in this video is from the Pilotfly. Now this place is not actually fully done. I've been here for about 2 years, and whenever I can, I just sort of spend a bit of time improving sort of the furniture, the decoration, the stuff like that, but I never really fully painted. So I've got beautiful colors and I haven't had time to paint, so I really want to do that, and then this place should look amazing. Now there's loads of improvements that I'd love to do here if I had the time. For now, I'm very happy with the way that I've set it up. It's very easy to use, very nice, enjoyable to be here. In almost every place where I've got things stored, I would like to improve the way that it's stored, you know, maybe make new shelves and stuff like that. So that's my sofa bed, and this I know doesn't look very pretty, but the reason for that is that I can just take it into the kitchen and I just hang it up on the wall, and then I have the entire studio space available for shooting or whatever I want to do. And that is just basically, it's a nice comfortable bed. I've added some memory foam to just like a futon mattress, and then a nice soft duvet on top of that and some pillows. So it's comfortable and allows me to work in the space, but it's not the prettiest thing. I did actually have a bed, but I got rid of it. Here are the hooks, and as you can see, really nice and strong. Now this is a big fan. It costs about £40. It's not actually intended for photography or video, but it actually worked really well. These are not actually backgrounds, they're actually just roller blind sort of things. And yeah, really beautiful colors. And so I've got 3 of them. They cost about £12 each or something. I'll have links below to all the things I discuss in this video. I've attached some soft boxes there, and there. And the reason for these is that I would like to create a daily comedy show, and that means that I have to be fully set up without having to set up the lights every time and stuff like that. So I've attached them to the ceiling and to the walls, and that allows me to just turn them on and go. And in there at the moment I've got the Nitsan LED lights, which connect like that. So those Nitsan LED lights, they are alternatives to compact fluorescent, and I'll have reviews about them soon. The Aputure Lightstorm LS1S, very, very nice. And then over here is the budget option DOF light, which I'll review soon as well. And these two are just here because I'm just testing them out. They're not actually permanently there. And then over here, I've got my camera bag. Let's take a look in here. It's the Lowepro Flipside Sport 20 litre. So not much in here. Normally the camera goes in there. I've got my audio kit in there, the Rode Link, and some a couple of lenses and stuff like that, some batteries. And just got this new tripod from Marseille in Italy. And I assume that's how it's pronounced. Maybe it's Marseille. And the reason there's not much in here is because I'm trying to make my kit as compact as possible. I love to be able to just have my entire kit absolutely travelable. Now over here I've got rid of the white stuff on the table, and I'm just using it as a clear table at the moment. It looks nicer in the room. I haven't fully figured out exactly how I'd like to light this, you know, for little reviews and stuff like that. And then I've actually been using this big light stand as a tripod in the studio because it's so versatile in positioning the camera. For example, I had the camera up there, just having a top-down view on the table. And then I've also figured out that I can use my phone as basically the easiest and fastest setup for a monitor is to just have my mobile phone and just use the app that connects wirelessly to the camera, and it's so much more comfortable than having a big monitor with cables and power cables and all that kind of stuff. Over here I've got this chair thing, which is actually a storage box, so I've got a spare camera bag in there and some Pixar Pro lights on the side, but really, really useful to just, you know, get some space, some extra space while having a place to sit. Over here I've just got a bunch of things that I might need quick access to, so things like headphones, or you know, a few tools, a little squeezy mabob thing, some torches, safety goggles, very, very important, and whatever, keys and stuff like that. Over here I've got some water. Most people have never heard of this. It's pretty cool. It's 2 molecules of hydrogen, 1 molecule of oxygen. Makes this really cool, clear stuff. You put this into your mouth and then it creates life. So you know, it allows you to live. Down here, camping equipment. A bunch of crap that needs to get sorted. Mostly just empty bags and umbrellas and stuff. So a few of these things I use, for example, my slider, but the rest of these things, it's just sort of empty bags and stands and things that just need to get sold on eBay. Mostly sort of half empty boxes with a few things in them. And I mean, it's not a very easy way to organize things, but it's just some things to sell on eBay. And then hopefully I'll be able to get a really nice organized thing in here rather than these boxes. But I mean, this is fine for now. Now this is actually a great idea for storage. At the moment I've just got some coins and stuff on the door here, but I would love to organize something here that's actually useful, maybe some tools or something. Over here, just some cheap box type things that are just things I'm in the middle of reviewing or something like that. My sort of mini workshop, I put this nice light here that I can move. So I've got tools over here. I've got a charging station. Over here I've got some screws and stuff like that. And then over here, just sort of more materials and tape and string. And then my computer area, really nice comfortable chair. I've actually added wheels to it so I can easily just move it backwards and forwards. And then I've got a nice view next to me out of the window. I'd love to replace all this with something much smaller and nicer looking, but for now this is what I have. So this is the kitchen. I don't sit down. I've been doing that since I was a kid. I can't be bothered to sit when I eat. I recently got this nice new hob. It was about £27 on eBay, and I'm cooking in these lovely stainless steel pots, which I've had since forever, but that's because they don't scratch, so I can have them forever because, you know. Over here I've got parsley, which I make myself using water, coffee, and this is where I keep the cocaine. No, I'm joking, it's stevia. So this is where I keep my panties, computer stuff, rags, towels, and then electronics, and then rags, and then sports. This one's with air, it's really important to spare air. And this one's got some, I don't know, scrap. The ugliest shelves you've ever seen in a kitchen. I know, it's a temporary solution. Over here, there's food. Kitchen crap, kitchen crap, kitchen crap. This is where I put my dirty diapers. Over here, I've got this random space, and so I've just put my suitcase in there, and this is for when I want to travel with big lights and a slider and stuff like that. And then that's the big case that I use. It rolls on 4 wheels. It's made by Samsonite. It is beautiful. Now, the reason I have this sign here is that the sign is not very well attached to the wall, so the sign could fall down onto here and then start a fire. So that's why the sign is there. Now this is the fridge. It's this really cool device. It cools down your food and keeps it cool. And when food is cool, most people don't know this, when food is cool, it lasts for a longer time. And then of course a pull-up bar for pulling up bar. Hey man, you want some up bar? What's up bar? Now Much, what's up with you? Now if I may welcome you to my hallway, this is the place where I haul. And over here you can see my photographs. They're very pretty, if I must say so myself. If I may say so myself, I put these up with these little clips, which is not the prettiest thing in the world, but, you know, it works for now. Whoa, whoa. And then more of these roller blind things. This is a little thing I made myself, which is just some cloth, and then the mail comes in, and then it drops into there, and then it doesn't go on the floor. Some skateboards, and some weights. The phone, which is never plugged in because I hate phone calls from people I don't know, and that's the only people that call this number. So I hope you've enjoyed the tour of my studio. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Visit my channel for lots more awesome filmmaking and photography videos, like lighting techniques, DIY projects, behind the scenes tutorials, cameras, lenses, adapters, shoulder rigs, stabilizers, flashes, LEDs, microphones, bags, straps, studio backgrounds, tripods, float heads, sliders, multi-tools, and lots more cool stuff. And over here I keep my towel for my face. Oh, it's so good.